Sactown Sports.
Oh, you can feel the excitement with Media Day Monday in the NBA season, the brand new NBA season, tipping off before you know it. People so excited. After last year. Last year's like, yeah. Once DeMar DeRozan signed, last year was forgotten, right?
Yeah, that was the best thing that could have happened to Sacramento because everybody was hanging their shoulders, heads down. Where are we going? Right, exactly.
You're going to lose Malik.
Yeah.
They can't keep the coach.
But you signed DeMar, Malik re-ups, Mike Brown extended. Now that excitement, ever since July, man, people are like, let's get the season going. We ready. We ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I found some interesting numbers today on the Kings from Bucknell Sports Analytics. You an analytics guy?
No.
Not at all?
Not at all.
All right.
Not at all.
Okay. Bear
go
with me.
ahead.
Well, I don't even understand what this is exactly. It says, here's an attempt to quantify the best 3&D guards in the NBA. It's nothing too complex, just simply the sum of their D LeBron and 3-point percentage Z scores. So that's all it is.
What was it again? The D what?
The D LeBron, which I think is like defensive plus minus, basically.
Okay.
And 3-point percentage Z scores. I don't know.
Man.
I don't know.
Where'd you find this at?
This is Bucknell Sports Analytics. They tweeted this.
Frustrated and angry.
And whoever wrote this says, I think this matches the eye test pretty well. Number 10, Fred VanVleet. Number 9,
Okay, Fred VanVleet.
Kyle Lowry.
3&D?
Yeah. Number 8, based on these numbers. Number 8, Cason Wallace.
Okay.
Number 7, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Now we're talking, right? Yeah. The best 3&D guards in the NBA, according to Bucknell Sports Analytics. Number 6, Derek White.
Okay.
Number 5, Drew Holiday.
Yep.
Number 4, Mike Conley. Number 3, Keon Ellis.
Woo!
It goes Caruso 1, Jalen Suggs 2nd, Keon Ellis, according to Bucknell Sports Analytics, the 3rd ranked 3&D guard in the NBA.
Was a dog.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Whitey? What do you think about that?
It's probably wrong, but but it shows that he made what was he 41.7% on threes last year, which is phenomenal.
Yep.
That's what this, unless this is his Z score. But that's obviously a phenomenal number. And we saw it. I mean, you don't have to be an analytics guy to know that he impacted games with his defense, like especially the play-in game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I hate to say this because it's kind of a cliche, but he's in the conversation, right? If he's making threes, I think it underlines the fact that, to me, he's almost certainly got to start this year.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I need to see more. I need a bigger sample size.
Yeah.
You know, it's he started 21 games last season, so a quarter of the season. I need to look. I'm pulling up his splits. Yeah, over his last 18 games starting here. In March, he played 15 games, started 10, 7.5 points. In April, played 8 games, started 8 games, 10.5 points, 47.6% from 3.
See, that's incredible right there. It's a very small sample size. But for a guy who defends as well as he does, that guy that you just described, he needs to play.
Yeah, he does. I'm still not 100% on board, though, Whitey, because when I look at, let's say we Derek White, let's say, who Team USA, tremendous player.
Much better handle than Keon Ellis.
Much better handle. Also, you look at the minutes that he played. He played 32.6 minutes. Keon was at 25 minutes at his peak in the month of March and April. And so I wonder, because you said this guy needs minutes. Are we talking 30 minutes, 32 as a starter, or is 25 about right?
I think that
guy?
speaks to one of the things that makes him such a good player. He's not going to what's wrong with him? Oh, he's not getting enough minutes. What's wrong with him? Oh, he's not getting regular minutes. Whenever he plays, whether he starts or not, he's productive.
Yeah, that's true. But can he be productive coming off the bench in 25 minutes?
I don't see why not.
You know what I mean? And so I hear you. I think, to me, it comes down to Keon or Kevin Huerter. And I would not be surprised if Keon is starting game one. I just wonder, for the sake of the team, as I look at the whole team, where does Kevin Huerter fit in? Like, Keon's done a hell of a job. The numbers indicated, whatever statistical formula they use.
Z LeBron and 3-point percentage Z scores.
He's top three in that.
I thought I was
category.
clear about that.
Right? I'm sorry. That's my bad. I misunderstood you there. But no, man, I think the Kings have found something. And I think he makes Mike Brown's job hard, because I've always been believed that Kevin Huerter is best suited as a starter. If he's coming off the bench, how much can he really give you? Because he's still playing behind Malik. Malik's still your sixth man. So you're talking Kevin Huerter as your seventh, eighth man, if that. Whereas to your point earlier, Keon can impact the game coming off the bench, starting. It doesn't matter. Kevin Huerter, to me, his greatest impact is as a starter, if he's hitting shots, obviously.
Yeah, I get that. And I understand that it really doesn't matter who starts so much as it matters who finishes.
Yeah.
That said, I do like the idea of Keon Ellis starting, because I like the idea, like, again, using that example of the play-in game, setting the tone early defensively really puts you in good position. Now, he's not going to play the whole game, I know, but I really like the ability he gives you to get off to a good start where you're causing problems for the other team, disrupting their offense from the jump.
I think really what it comes down to for Keon Ellis is his three-point shot.
Yes.
Because if he's knocking down the three-pointer at a 41% clip, defense has got to pay attention to him. And so that's when I say the small sample size. I need to see a little bit more of him. Is he a true 40% three-point shooter? Let me ask you this, too.
If he shoots what he did last year, and so does McLaughlin, you're in good shape.
Yeah.
What was he, 47?
Yeah, his was crazy. His was crazy. But let me ask you this, though, Whitey, because when I look at the splits from this past season, I got them up right in front of me.
See, you are an analytics guy. You just don't want to call
yourself.
Yeah,
I know. I don't want.
I don't looking at the splits.
No, because I don't rely. I'm an eye test guy too, big fella. I don't just rely on what. I'm me and Tim Legler. We're in the same boat.
Okay.
We look at the eye test.
So he's your guy. Then.
Yeah, Tim Legler is definitely my guy. 100% my guy. But when you look at Keon Ellis, let's say, and look at some of the splits, if you will. In December, he played 13 games. Took 43 shots. So that's about three and a half shots a game, 4 shots a game, let's say. Three shots a game. March, he played 15 games, took 81 shots. That's 6 shots a game. April, he played 8 games, took 60 shots. That's 7. So my thing is, if he's a starter, you can't be shooting 4 times a game. That's not enough. Like, if you shoot 40% and you're only shooting 4 times a game, that's not that impact is negligible, in my opinion.
To me, that's perfect if you're playing with DeRozan and Keegan and Fox and Domas.
See, but here's the thing, Whitey. Derek White last year, 11.5 shots a game. Like, most starters, even I'm going to pull up my guy KCP, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Like, you got to be a threat. And if you're only going to shoot 4 to 5 times a game, teams aren't going to be keying in on you. The reason why Derek White is so good is he's still aggressive. I need Keon to still be aggressive and not just take the leftovers from, DeRozan and all those guys.
Teams aren't going to be keying on him no matter what with that lineup they're going to have. He's not going to have a lot of defenses keying on him. But if you remember, I think you did the Washington game back there, late. I mean, he had a huge game because Wizards basically didn't guard him. Didn't he have 22 or something?
Yeah, but he had like 6 threes or something like that. Yeah. I just
you don't want him taking a lot of shots.
No, but I look at the Celtics. They got 5 guys that are threats. The reason why the Celtics won wasn't because of Tatum or Jaylen Brown. It was because of Derek White and what he gave you. I mean, 15 points per game. And he's your 5th starter, Whitey. Like, and that's what I'm talking about. I don't need somebody, my 5th starter averaging 8 points a game. I want all 5 starters to be threats. And that's something that Kevin Huerter was 2 years ago. And so I understand Keon's great defensively, can hit 40%, but if you're only taking 4 shots a game, it's not that many. I need him to be a little more aggressive.
How many did he take for the season?
Who, Keon Ellis?
Yeah.
In terms of total shot attempts?
Yeah. And he was in the lineup. He was out of the lineup.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's hard to remember. He's coming off the bench some and everything like that. Field goal attempts, 4.1 field goal attempts last season.
I think it'd be higher than that.
Yeah, it got to be, right? It got to be. It got to be, 7, 8, 9 shots a game, especially at that pace.
Yeah, I love Keon Ellis. He ain't Derek White, right? I mean, we know that, right?
Right, yeah. That's
not a knock on him.
According to this website or this site, he's better than Derek White. He's a better 3&D guy than Derek White.
And by quite a bit. Yeah, by a couple of spots.
No, I think Keon's obviously he has to play though. To your point, he has to. He's a 20 to 25 minute a night kind of guy, and I think we're so deep at that position. When you throw in Malik, you throw in Kevin Huerter, see where he's going to play. I agree. He has to play. Is he going to start the full season? I don't know. I got to see it play out.
Here's another one from craftednba.com. The NBA's best 3&D players. I guess we're looking at shooting guards and small forwards. 1, Herbert Jones. 2, John Conchar. 3, Keon Ellis.
What site is this?
This is craftednba.com. I was looking for the Bucknell one and I came across this.
Oh, my God.
Herb Jones, Conchar, Keon, OG Anunoby 4, and there's Derek White 5th again.
I'm not. Who are these obscure sites, Whitey?
Josh Hart 6, Jimmy Butler, KCP, DeAnthony Melton, and Nikhil Alexander.
Walker. Okay. All right. I'm not knocking Keon. Keon's a valuable member of this team. He's going to be a huge part. And to me, his defense, I mean, you said it earlier. The numbers don't lie. When he came out there and started starting, things changed for the Sacramento Kings. And I think that's what Mike Brown's going to be looking at.
From the 916, can we trade a healthy Huerter for a tough big man like a goon?
A goon.
I don't know. But how does that benefit you, really?
Right.
Is a healthy Huerter. I don't want to trade him for somebody who can just comes around and knocks people over.
I know. Who's a goon? Give me a goon. Like, I don't know. Like, do the Celtics have a goon?
There aren't as many goons
as
there used to be.
Yeah, those aren't just walking around anymore.
Yeah, when we come back. Wait a minute. Trent Williams said, what? Back to the 49ers next on Sactown Sports.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the street.